Donald Trump has lost his appeal to block a wind farm near a golf course he owns in Scotland. The US Republican presidential candidate had argued that the building of an offshore wind farm near his resort would hurt tourism. Now, for more on the UK Supreme Court decision, we're joined by Max Foster live from London. Max, this court case has been going on for a couple of years. Just explain how it came about.
Well, he's got a couple of golf courses in Scotland. He is half Scottish, and this is about one of the golf courses just north of Aberdeen. And Donald Trump found out about a wind farm, a small experimental wind farm, the Scottish government would call it, off the coast of that golf course, and he was basically concerned that it would ruin the view for golfers on his course. But he also says a wider point is that this is an area of outstanding natural beauty, and this wind farm shouldn't be allowed. So he's gone through years and years of legal cases, ultimately ending up at the Supreme Court here in London today. And this was the judgment as that court threw out his opposition, really, to that wind farm.
In a unanimous judgment, the court rejects both challenges. In concurring judgments, Lord Mant's comments on the process of implication of terms and Lord Carnwath provides guidance on planning case law concerning the development, the interpretation of and implication of terms into planning conditions. The court dismisses the appeal.
And Donald Trump dismissed that as a small-minded sort of elite in Scotland objecting to his ideas when he's bringing so much money into the country, and he says he's going to take it further, even though that was the highest court in the land, Lynda.
He's not happy, but I hear the former First Minister of Scotland, Alex Salmond, used one of Trump's favourite words against him, calling him 3 times a loser. Clearly politicians are pretty happy with the result. What about the general public?
Well, I think in Scotland, in parts of Scotland, certainly he's a very divisive figure. I was up in Turnberry interviewing him earlier in the year. That's his other golf course, and actually a lot of people really appreciate what he's done for the sport of golf in Scotland. He has a lot of supporters. He has brought a lot of jobs there, but near the Aberdeen course, he's pretty unpopular. So they're pretty upset that he has any control over any of these national treasures as they're seen. Still, the debate here, as it is in America and around the world, is around those comments he made about Muslims. And David Cameron speaking today as well, saying, I think his remarks are divisive, stupid and wrong. And I think if he came to visit our country, I think he'd unite us all against him. And there's his campaign, Lynda, of course, to stop Donald Trump coming to the UK. David Cameron's not signing up for that, but he's making it as clear as he possibly can that he's not necessarily sharing in his views. And also, Alex Salmond, I spoke to him earlier today, the former First Minister of Scotland, and Donald Trump's nemesis, really, on the golf course issue. He's actually signed a petition trying to stop Donald Trump coming to the UK, and he calls him 3 times a loser. Donald Trump's organisation, I have to say, before I go, Lynda, has responded, as you'd expect, in forthright terms. Does anyone care what this man thinks? Talking about Alex Salmond, he's a has-been, and he's totally irrelevant.
Not very nice words. Clearly his popularity is doing well in the US, but not so well where you are. Max Foster in London, thank you very much.